Hi crafters, it's Karen and I have another process video to share. This time I'm working a layout and I'm using the Cute Girl collection from Crate Paper. It is so sweet, this collection. And as you can see, I'm talking with my hands here in the video because I did start to record this process as a real-time scrapbooking video. But I felt like it ran too long, so I am doing it this way. So those are the photos that I'm scrapbooking. It's a real sweet picture of my granddaughter Alyssa and me and Joe. And these pictures were taken on Halloween, and she was Alice in Wonderland. If you notice her dress, it is adorable. Just so cute. So I'm playing with the different blues in the photo, from Joe's shirt to Alyssa's dress, and I'm giving it hints of yellow because my tank top, the yellow just kind of pops in the picture. So I'm giving the layout a couple of the subtle pops of yellow. See the photo there? So cute. And I'm adding that background geometric shaped paper, just as, you know, for the fun of it, for the colors of it. So I don't have any 6x6 sheets from the Cute Girl collection, but I am using some sheets that match real well from other Crate Paper paper collections, like the Hello Love paper stack. That's where I got my base black and white striped paper from. So for this layout, I'm just going to do a bunch of layers, and I'm just going to enjoy the process and just play with the papers. Nothing too fancy here, just felt like layering. And I'm playing off of the idea that Alyssa is Alice in Wonderland, and this small little sheet here that I used, those have the little pictures of the kittens there. So I was thinking of, you know, the Cheshire Cat from Alice in Wonderland when I chose that paper. So in that way I felt like it worked. So even though this is a Halloween photo, I decided to scrapbook it as just a sweet photo rather than in a Halloween theme. So here you could tell I'm just chatting away. In the video I was talking about a couple of different things that have been going on lately, just catching up with you all. I mentioned in my last video that I had the stent replaced in my kidney last Monday, and it went real well, and it always takes several days for me to get past the initial discomfort of it, but I'm doing really well right now. And normally you shouldn't be able to feel the stent, but I do tend to feel it. But this time I feel less discomfort than I've ever felt since I've had to have a stent in my kidney, if that makes sense. Anyway, so I was chatting about that, and also the week before I had my surgery, my older sister Judy came down for a visit for about 10 days. So that kept me busy for a little bit, and totally distracted from my pretty papers and scrapbooking toys. So I didn't take the time to make my way into the scrap room during that time. So also, I was talking about how many of you might remember my cat Shadow, my precious little girly girl Shadow. She's a pretty gray-haired, she's really small, but she's 16 years old, but she's just a small, petite cat. Anyway, she's been in several of my videos, especially some older videos, because she's jumped into my scrapbook room and lays down on my desk when I'm trying to create and such. Well, she's 16 years old now, and she can't quite make that jump anymore, which is really sad. And she's been sick recently, so I took her to the vet, and come to find out her liver is shutting down. So I'm really, it's really sad, but I have to be grateful that I've had her healthy and sweet for the past 16 years. So she's doing much better now, as far as she's feeling much better now since she's had medication, and she's acting more like herself. For a while there, she was just, you could tell she wasn't feeling well. But anyway, the vet said that for cats, it's between their liver and their kidneys tend to shut down first as they get older, and rather than put her through a whole bunch of whatever treatments, the end result would be the same. She is an elderly cat, so she's treating her as a hospice patient, as a hospice case, I should say. So, I don't, right now, Shadow's not in any pain, and I think her discomfort is greatly reduced from the medication she's been on, so I've just been enjoying her for as long as I can have her. Maybe at some point I may have to make that hard decision, but right now she's doing good. So anyway, I've been preoccupied with that, trying to deal with the thought of her not being in my life, and I'm not going to talk about it anymore because I will get overly sad. But anyway, that's something that has preoccupied me. And then I also chatted about my mom. She's doing well, considering she's 84 years old, and she lives alone. For new subscribers who aren't familiar, she lives down the street from me in a condominium down the street, and so I can get to her within a couple of minutes. But it's getting more and more challenging for her to live on her own, all by herself, and it's harder for me to get to her when my health isn't at its best. So anyway, my brother has been talking to her about an assisted living facility here in town that might work out really well for her. So that's a change that might be coming up. I think it would be a positive change for my mom. I think she wouldn't feel as lonely, and I think she would feel more secure. At any rate, so that's something that's been preoccupying our family, trying to make those decisions and trying to make those decisions easy for my mom. So those are the types of things that I was chatting and catching up with you during this process video, when I thought it was going to be a real-time video. But at any rate, as you can see, back to my layout, I did just a bunch of layering. I used that Hello glittered chipboard piece. It's from Michaels. You get 2 for $1.50. Really sweet, and the adhesive on that piece is top notch. I didn't have to use any other kind of adhesive for it. So I'm just titling this layout Hello Sweet Girl, and the Sweet Girl is an acetate piece from the Cute Girl collection. I'm adding that black bow from Dear Lizzie. It's a leather bow, because Alice in Wonderland has a big black bow in her hair, and Alyssa, you can't tell because her hair is dark, but she does have a black bow in her hair. And I added the words drink me to the mason jar there, for Alice in Wonderland when she drinks, from the bottle and she shrinks. Anyway, that was my thought process before adding that embellishment. And then I put the chipboard piece of the cat face, just to resemble Cheshire Cat. So that's why I embellished it the way I did. And the big 3 on the top left there is 3 because she's 3 years old. And these rub-ons are beautiful. They're from Target, and they go on so nice. I was so happy with them. So I'm just using them. Rather than using sequins or enamel dots or anything, I'm using these rub-ons, and I think they give a really pretty little touch to the layout. I also use some washi tape, the heart washi tape there, and deciding whether I want to add a bit of lace or whether it would be too much, but I wanted to try to fit it in, so I do fit it in the top left next to the number 3. So that's my layout, my really quick little process layout. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. Pictures are coming up, and I'm sure I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye now.